Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto Shippuden. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy shinobi journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Naruto, we have still come off this kind of really crazy long pain arc, and we are moving into this what is it they said, Kage meeting thing, where all the Kages of the different lands have come together to supposedly discuss the Akatsuki problem, but really to kind of accuse each other for causing the Akatsuki problem in the first place. And they are kind of like, oh, we should choose, like, we should all, you know, form, I don't know if it's the first ever, but I think they said first ever, like, alliance between all 5 of the nations so that they can, you know, temporarily put aside their differences to deal with this problem, because the Akatsuki are not just fighting one specific nation or one specific village. They are causing problems for everybody collectively. And the neutral party, quote unquote, in the summit, is that what they call it? A summit? I'm gonna call it a summit. He has like decided that it would be only reasonable if Danzo was like the leader of this like alliance, because they have the last Jinchuriki. But then they find out that he's really using his like implanted Sharingan eye to like manipulate and use genjutsu on this guy. So like he's manipulating him, and just when they're like, oh yeah, like getting all up in arms because that other guy also has like a Hyuga eye and whatever, then all of a sudden the pincer dude comes out of the floor and is just like, Sasuke's here, the person that you guys are all after and trying to kill. And he's, you know, causing problems like while there are already other problems, which honestly just to me further proves that he does not deserve to be Hokage. And maybe hopefully this will like, somebody like word will get out and somebody will be like, yeah, this guy is like manipulative and like just wants to be in charge, and maybe the whole reason he's in charge in the first place because he manipulated somebody. And hopefully that means that he won't be in charge, because he can't be in charge because he's rude and has caused all kinds of other problems. But putting that all aside, we have on the other hand, Naruto is like in this full depressive state, which is understandable, but while he's wallowing on the floor, and honestly in my mind I'm like, it's too quiet and he's by himself and there's all these other problems happening, Madara just comes out of nowhere and he's like, we need to talk, in like his super deep voice, which I can't like recreate, but he does that, and that's where we left off. So I'm really curious which side of the coin we're gonna focus on, because sometimes they do that thing where they go back and forth between all the different like scenarios that are happening at the same time, but a good chunk of times they chose to focus on one and then the other, or maybe one with the little sprinkles of bits of the other. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Also super cold, which is why my hands are like this. I'm gonna have to take them out. Okay, let's do this.
Hey, we really should talk. Naruto Uzumaki.
Go to hell!
I love that he just reacts right away. For me, I was like, ah! You know, as I do.
Naruto, you just stay put.
Should have figured. Kakashi of the Sharingan. You're quick.
We won't let you get your hands on Naruto that easily.
Right, because the other plan is to get Naruto and extract the not Jinchuriki, he is a Jinchuriki, tail beast. But also his other plan is to manipulate Sasuke, which he may or may not have already done. And then the other plan is to world domination, question mark. Still unclear if that was actually Nagato's plan and he just manipulated him to think that was also his plan.
The shinobi world's hatred and resentment. The story of Sasuke Uchiha. But Sasuke's story cannot be told without also telling Itachi's. So first I'll tell you the truth about Itachi.
Okay, so he's gonna learn what we already learned, or is there gonna be another twist that we didn't get told?
Sir! You didn't have to kill him, you know.
He's
If we'd
probably not
restrained and
dead.
interrogated him, we might have obtained useful intel on the Akatsuki.
It wouldn't work. No one in the Akatsuki has ever talked. They're all completely devoted.
You know, you say that, but Sasori did kind of talk, even though he was dying, so maybe that's slightly different, but...
Yes, sir.
Lord Raikage.
You, one-eyed miss guy.
Huh?
Keep that eye trained on the Hokage. See and Darui, come on!
This is why he's not in charge.
Number 2, battle ready, state alert. Search for the intruder, Sasuke Uchiha. Dispatch 3 squads to the tower entrance. Set up defensive line.
Roger.
Okay.
Move out.
I feel like he has something else up his sleeve because he's not reacting.
It's no good. There are too many. We'll be found and captured in no time.
That bastard. I'll get him for this.
Okay. Well, they were wondering where he went, and now they know.
I'm very irritated right now. Attack, and I doubt I can hold back.
We could say the same to you.
I'm curious. They're irritated with Sasuke, but what did he do to them specifically?
His chakra's thicker than when he's in the curse-marked second state. And... it's colder.
Right. So, has whatever plan that Madara has to, like, somehow control Sasuke already taken effect? Or not?
Shit! I am gonna teach you the fear of true fury!
Sasuke! Don't go in alone! He's lost it.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to be thinking clearly. Or at the very least, I feel like Sasuke's usual... Okay, cool. We have some thoughts. I was like, usually we get some inner thought, and usually we get like a smug look.
I recognize him.
These guys are Hidden Cloud Jonin, and the big guy is their Raikage.
And also,
Won't let us
the
pass easily.
brother of the person that you
Sasuke got us.
supposedly killed, attacked, still missing. Wait, I wonder if he's not actually missing, if he's gonna make a comeback in here. Not like a comeback, but like a surprise, I'm not dead.
Should have figured Sharingan. Still.
You saw through the genjutsu, but it's too late!
Oh. His formidable sword that he worked so hard to get back.
What can do about it now?
Maybe you should have said
He's
that.
safe. Nice, Suigetsu.
She's gonna get
Who told
caught,
you to
isn't
butt
she?
in? Are you kidding me? What's with the attitude, Sasuke? Not that I don't expect it.
Yeah. Expect the attitude.
I can use that many times in a day.
Be quiet, I shall decide that. For you are a man who simply can't be trusted.
I can't believe that the Akugan fell into someone else's hands. If a hidden leaf Hyuga
And yet
turned traitor, I would
you-
have taken care of them at once.
Speaks to the true nature of your being.
I've lost trust and credibility. A shame, since I may have still chosen you had you not resorted to such tactics.
What may have chosen wasn't good enough. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes in order to protect the shinobi world.
No, you're not. You're doing what you want to do to protect yourself.
Ideals. Impatience makes one short-sighted and invites failure. That's what happened to you.
Taking the time to do it morally and ethically will result in no change. And the Akatsuki...
Yeah, but also will cause distrust.
Then we have no future.
Eh? What does that mean?
Without mutual trust and understanding, all that will remain in this world is fear and terror. I simply can't tolerate giving up so easily. Or any...
I wonder why.
When did all of you forsake yourselves?
What?
Hey! Don't leave without your guard!
Hey, Gramps. He scored a point on you.
Ah, shut it. Lord Tsuchikage, what do we do? Tell us. Shall we join the fight? You fool. And what happens if my back pain gets worse?
Okay. But you shouldn't leave one village by themselves with Donzo and his crazies.
All of you from the Leaf,
Mm.
just stay right where you are. Lord
they
Raikage
want-
has ordered you to.
The eyes.
No, fool, Torine, desist. For the present time, we'll play nice.
Interesting. You know, that would make sense that that's what he wants. But, like, why kill all of that clan if that's what he wanted? Or was he just planning to use Itachi?
Gotcha!
Right.
Nice place.
I like characters that seemingly have like that lazy look in their eyes, like they're so just beyond all of it, but are actually really like serious and good. And he's always apologizing, and he sounds like a little sweetheart.
Boss, no! Point blank!
Well, that certainly will cause a ruckus.
This has to be Genjutsu.
His chakra is so ominous.
I can't move.
See!
I really hope that they're not gonna die. Again, he seems to be struggling, which again makes me feel like this is not him. That something else is happening, but he's like ignoring it. Or maybe he's perfectly aware of what he's doing. I don't know. It's the music that's getting me. And then the silence right at the end. Yeah. I guess there's a lot happening. First of all, I don't think the pincer dude is actually dead because he's like two halves of a whole. So like, he's probably fine. Second, this battle between the Cloud and Sasuke's group, I don't know whether to be excited about it or not, because I feel like it feels very stalematey. Because on the one hand, with what's happening with Sasuke's chakra or abilities seems to be changing him. So again, it makes me wonder if Madara, whatever his plan is already been rooted and Sasuke just didn't realize it. Or if this is something to do with the stuff that happened after he fought Itachi, because he's been like struggling with whatever is happening. But then again, he also said that he wanted to test it, whatever it is, or he said he wanted to test something. So maybe that's what this is. I don't know. But it feels a little weird because he's been so adamant about not killing like random people, and now he's just killing people. So the other two fighting seems to be pretty interesting, and seeing the older brother dude, Kage dude, like fight, especially because like we all know in shonen that emotions like highly affect the prowess that you have in battle. So he's obviously very upset because this is his brother, and to them they still think he's dead, or at the very least missing. They don't know that he's not actually dead, but I'm pretty sure they still think he's dead. So again, I'm wondering if he's gonna make some kind of appearance or pop up, or are we ever gonna get back to him? Is he just gonna be missing for the rest of the episode, or not rest of the episode, rest of the series? who knows? But I think it's very interesting, this fight back and forth. I feel bad for the Cloud Ninja because they seem like chill dudes. I don't want them to die. Also, just, you know, I don't want a lot of unnecessary death because I can't really handle that right now. And I know that's what Naruto is in many places, but like, I don't know. I probably should just not watch Naruto for a very long time because sometimes it's too much, but here we are. And anyway, on the other hand, at the beginning of the episode, we got just a little bit of, you know, Naruto facing Madara-ish. Not really. Kakashi and Yamato like stepped in and he was like, well, I'll tell you about Sasuke, but to tell you about Sasuke, I kind of have to tell you about Itachi. Well, you have to tell him about Itachi because he's probably going to explain that he didn't do anything to Sasuke because it was Itachi or whatever happened there. So like, fine, I'm glad that they're going to know. Like, I feel like that's information that would be good to know, but I still feel like because there are two versions of this story, I don't know who to believe. I don't know what's real because on the one hand, at this point, I would rather believe Itachi's version than Madara because Madara has like 3 different plans that I forget about constantly because once we start focusing on one, that seems to be like the main goal and the other ones just kind of take a step to the side, even though I know that's not the case. They're probably all, you know, expertly interwoven somehow and I'll find out about it eventually, but I don't know, but that conversation is happening and I'm sure we'll get back to that eventually. I feel like this is going to be that thing where we focus more on this battle. And then there's also, well, actually, that's not even the 2 parts. There's also the room with the Kages in it. And, you know, Danzo's all like, you know, sometimes to do things morally, you'll never get anything done, which I understand because that can happen in real life sometimes. Like, you know, it's like that saying that people do the wrong things for the right reasons and whatever. And maybe potentially Danzo's goal is to just create one unified ninja nation. I feel like he is way more sinister than that. I feel like he never wants to work with anybody. And, you know, he just seems like the type of guy that just wants to look out for himself, and only him. So I don't really believe that, but like, if he really wants to unify these people under his rule, then he's going about it, I think, the wrong way because there's already so much mistrust, which they pointed out, which Gata said, and even Gata was just like, when did you guys... And I know that he's the youngest, but like, sometimes it takes young, you're not even young, but like, fresh eyes. It's like whenever you're looking at something and you're like, I feel like something is off or missing, you just need somebody else to look at it. I feel like that's what Gata is. He's like the newest of all the Kages and he has a different perspective than all of them, especially because he used to be a Jinchuriki, potentially still is. Does that ever really leave you? I mean, I know he doesn't have the tailed beast inside him anymore, but like, is he still considered? Well, I guess not because he's not in there. Anyway, rabbit hole I don't need to go down. There's a lot going on there, so I feel like they can't leave Danzo by himself, especially because his like escorts are super highly trained operatives, or at least they make them seem that way. And I'm concerned, but I don't know how this is gonna go down. And I don't know. I hope that the village reacts in a way that's like, you tried to trick people and maybe we now find out that you've been tricking all of us. Maybe you shouldn't be Hokage, even though he's just acting Hokage. He's not official, but like, still. I have lots of problems and issues with all of this, so anywhoots, I'm going to wrap it up and just say thank you all so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy shinobi journey. And until next time, bye!